Hi, you guys. All right, let me adjust that. I'm sorry. My name is Tamaya, and I have my own channel, but I'm doing a video response to. Let me make sure I get his name right. If I messed it up, I'm so sorry. Don't get mad. But I kept listening to all your videos, like, what is he called? What is his name? And I'm so sorry. I even have your page up now. I'm like, oh my god, what's his name? So, it's your motherfucking mans and them. Or Robert, that nigga with the tattoos. I'm responding to one of his older videos on the Illuminati. My channel is Wanatea, but I'm just on here to do a reply to a video response. I really don't do this at all. I had no intention of giving anybody a video response. I have no problem just typing a few words and replying that way, but I really feel passionate about this topic, so I wanted to respond back to him in video format. Anyway, Illuminati. Let me first off say I don't give a shit about Illuminati. Fuck Illuminati. I do believe it exists. I do believe it's out there. Yes, I do believe that Jay-Z and Beyonce and anybody else, Oprah, a lot of famous people and non-celebrities that have a whole lot of money, I do feel that they are affiliated directly or indirectly with Illuminati. I also do feel that Cat Williams has been his career is being dominated or controlled right now by the Illuminati, and he's just not giving in. Excuse me, he's just not giving in to them. So since his response to them is basically "fuck you," then they're trying to fuck him. So I wouldn't be. I love him to death, but I wouldn't be surprised if he winds up dead or broke or something, just because he wouldn't conform to them. But anyway. If I ramble, I'm sorry, but I have so many thoughts when it comes to the subject. But my main thing to say is fuck Illuminati. My thing is, the thing about Illuminati is the majority of the people are rich people that are controlling the world, right? Indirectly, behind the scenes. I feel as though a lot of ignorant people, or people that want to close their eyes to the truth, they don't want to believe it. But you should always know your enemy. And so you know how to adapt and adjust to society. But when you walk around life blind and ignorant, when something tragic or something abnormal or out of the ordinary happens, you're just shocked, like, oh my god, and then you have a problem adjusting and adapting, which isn't cool. Open your fucking eyes. Realize that there's some shit out there, that just doesn't make sense. I mean, at least admit some certain shit just doesn't add up. And one thing, like I said, the main thing is the Illuminati. The reason why I say fuck Illuminati is because a lot of people that are affiliated and associated with Illuminati, they feel as they pretty much sold themselves to the devil, so to speak. The devil, I would assume, meaning Illuminati, to become powerful, more rich, more famous, to have the riches of the world, so to speak. And when I see these YouTube videos on Illuminati, I hear the scary music, and they're talking about Illuminati and who was affiliated with what, and it's like kind of like a scary YouTube clip, and you're just watching it and your heart's racing like, oh my god, Illuminati's fucking out there. It's fucked up. Well, yeah, Illuminati is fucked up. The devil's fucked up. The devil does a lot of shit that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And but you have to know spiritually. You have to know your God, and you have to rely and trust in your God. That's why I don't give a fuck about Illuminati, right? You're not supposed to be fascinated with the riches of the world. And I'm going to use Jay-Z and Beyonce as examples because the spotlight seems to be on them right now when it comes to the whole Illuminati shit. I do believe they're both part of the Illuminati. I've seen Beyonce throw a little signs out, Jay-Z as well, certain symbols. I'm not totally into symbolism, but I get it. You understand? And my thing is, you were already rich, famous, and successful prior to joining the Illuminati. They have the drive, they have the willpower, they have the money, or eventually was going to get the money, but now they just have to be even bigger. What really triggered me to even talk about this Illuminati shit is when Beyonce was going through some shit with Keisha Cole, or Keisha Cole was creating some shit on as far as Beyonce's song was concerned. She was talking about how, you know, bitches need to bow down or some shit like that. Okay, Beyonce, it's no disrespect to Beyonce. I respect anybody's hustle. I've never been a hater. I'm not one. But when you think you're higher than thou, and you think that you can tell your fans, you know, bitches need to bow down, you think you're above everyone. And that's part of the problem that I have with Illuminati. You're not above everyone. You're human. You're not a god, you know, or a goddess. You're a human being. And you can get touched just like the next man. And your money will not, and your power and your fame and your fortune will not save you. It will not save you from God. That's why part of the reason why I don't give a fuck about the Illuminati. Anyway, so, excuse me, I'm drinking my juice. I'm off my juice fast, however, I still like juicing. Anyway, so, the thing with Beyonce and Jay-Z, I feel as though, yes, they are puppets. With anything in life, it can be beneficial to you, or it could be detrimental to you. It depends on how you go about using your powers, using your knowledge, using your resources, right? Okay, so let's say, yeah, they're part of the Illuminati. They're Masons. But do you necessarily have to be negative? Do you have to tell people to bow down to you? She's doing this tour. We're going to be doing this tour. I don't follow her, so I don't know if she's doing the tour or not. But she's doing this tour where she's this queen. Like, we're supposed to assume, like, oh, okay, Beyonce is a queen bitch, and, you know, she's on the throne, and so when we are in her presence, we should, you know, get on our knees, and bitches need to bow down, you know. The only person or thing I will bow down to, actually, I bow every night, is to my God. But her fans are too stupid to realize what's going on, and that's what they bank on. They bank on your ignorance. That's what got her rich and famous and powerful, are her ignorant fans. This is not in any way, shape, or form intentionally trying to bash her fans. It's cool to be a fan. You know, I'm a fan of a lot of things. You know, but I'm not going to be so blind when I see some bullshit jumping off. You know, if it's bullshit, it's bullshit. Beyonce and Jay-Z and anybody affiliated with the Illuminati in a negative form, fuck you. You're not higher than that. That's kind of like the movie Titanic. Okay, not to bring race into this, but it is what it is. Because Jay-Z, for example, and Beyonce, for example, are Americanized. Or they have a white way of thinking now. And what I mean by that is, if you watch, if you know your history and you know your culture, right? Out of all the people of color around the world, people of color are not minorities. But Americans, in America, they say, oh, you know, people of color, they're minorities. But as far as the world is concerned, white people are actually minorities. All right. Now, white people have always destroyed things, taken over, renamed it, changed things. They try to do that with the pyramids and Sphinx and whatever. and it just doesn't happen, right? And they always try to give the impression that they're from royalty and they're kings and queens and they're better than everyone. And we're white and we are going to dominate the world and we're going to have all the riches and all the power, right? Well, in the movie Titanic, they not only do it to other cultures, they do it to themselves. Like, they have separation. They are separatists by nature, in my opinion. It's either you're really rich or you're really poor. If you're really rich, you're treated a certain way. If you're really poor, you're disrespected in a certain way. In the movie Titanic, the dude said, no one can sink this ship, not even God. So 4 hours after that comment, you know what God did. He sunk the ship. I mean, but that shouldn't be hard to figure out and understand. You know, you're a human being. You're not a God. God is within you. And your job is to be the best person you can be and worship your God. You understand? But when you use your powers for wrong and negative, fucked up shit happens. And the ship sunk. Take that same example and that metaphor and apply it to the Jay-Z's and the Beyoncé's, right? You expect people to bow down to you. So you're basically saying, nobody's better than you. You're a king. He's the king. You're the queen. Right? That won't happen. I'm not getting on that ship. And I'm not going to fucking sink. I don't give a fuck who you're affiliated with. How much money you have. I don't give a shit. Now, as far as, again, sorry, because I'm getting off track. Whatever. This whole Illuminati shit. Okay? You have to make certain sacrifices, blood sacrifices, in order to be part of the Illuminati. Kanye West's mother was sacrificed, unfortunately. In a routine surgery, she just happened to die. Jay-Z, after his mother died, if you notice, Kanye gained a lot of success and power after that. Suge was Tupac. After Tupac passed, Suge became big. What's his face? The gay take that guy. Puffy. When Biggie got murdered, then all of a sudden, you know, fucking Puffy's a rapper now. Like, he's part of it. You know, I just don't care. I do understand Illuminati. I do recognize their power. But it's evil. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not afraid of evil. I understand evil. You know, Illuminati is not something to be aware of, something to educate yourself about. It's interesting to, like, I live in Philadelphia, right? And if you go down, what is it, Old City, you see a lot of Mason symbols. You know, there's actually I just found out, there's actually there's a casket. But when you look at it, it looks like a stone bench or something. There's a dead body in there, right? Well, you got people standing around taking pictures. They don't know what the fuck they're taking pictures of. Like, oh shit, you know, I'm in Old City, hey, you know. But they don't realize that behind them is a plaque that was done by Masons back in the 1800s, right? And you're sitting on a dead body on a guy that used to be a Mason, right? Well, you know, it's all good. He's dead. It's not like he's in there alive trying to get the fuck out. But, you know, it's more to shit than what you know, right? Now, I fucking went all over the place. And again, I'm sorry. Proud of what I was talking about. But anyway, the evils of Illuminati. Like, I don't really give a shit about the negativity that's brought on by Illuminati. I don't really care. I care about God. I care about being the best person that I can be. It's good to be aware, you know, of your evils, of your demons. You always keep your friends close. You know how the saying goes, but keep your enemies closer. So I do encourage people, if you don't know anything about the Illuminati, to look into it. You know, you'll only know but so much, because they will only allow you to know but so much, because again, it is a secret society. But once you know the information, just teach whoever you can teach, your children, your friends, your family, anybody with an open ear. Because there's a lot of people that don't want to acknowledge this. This is real shit. You know, they're doing real life sacrifices. You understand what I'm saying? They're ruining a lot of people's careers, such as Cat Williams, Lauryn Hill. You know, and they're ruining people's careers that will not conform. I think, in my opinion, Nas, for example, was aware of, or was involved with Illuminati, and he just didn't want to conform. You know, Lauryn Hill didn't want to conform, and look where their careers are right now. I mean, Nas, you know, he's cool. You know, his career is much better than Lauryn Hill's. His mind is a little more clear than Lauryn Hill's. But the evils that come with Illuminati, like, I really don't give a shit. Now, I have a very good relationship with my God, to the point I understand life. I understand that it was written before it was written. God wrote all this shit. You know, Illuminati is created by man. You know, it's not created by God. God knew, obviously, that man was going to create Illuminati and create this demonic occult, and it was going to affect people, and it was going to affect the world. It was going to affect, you know, people, individuals. But then you have some people that are into materialism and the earthly things, and then you have other people, real people, such as myself, that acknowledge and are more aware that what's more important is your spirit and your spirituality and your God, right? Now, let's say, hypothetically, Illuminati came after me and my family. Okay, I wouldn't give a shit. They could assassinate my family. They could, in retaliation, they could try to fuck with my head. I could go broke, homeless, whatever the fuck, right? I trust in my God too much to really give a shit. I really don't care. Why? My job is to be the best person I can be. Be humble to my God, praise my God. You know, I'm sorry to make this a religious thing, but that's pretty much what it is. It's become, nowadays, 2013 and counting, the world is being divided by real shit, fake shit. You know, demons and spiritual. And you can see that's the war that's going on right now. So I apologize if I'm talking too much about this godly shit, but that's what it is. That's the real talk. That's why I don't give a shit about Illuminati. Sorry for rambling. I just got a little too comfortable with it, but I'll wrap it up. Fuck Illuminati. Okay, I'm not scared of Illuminati because I'm not afraid to die. Okay, I'm not afraid to die because I trust in my God. I don't trust in some old ass white people, who soulless fucking white people who are only concerned about worldly possessions and power here on earth and money here on earth. When I die, I can't take that with me. I can't buy my way into heaven, if there is a heaven, or the afterlife, or whatever you believe in. I can't negotiate with God like, you know, I got a couple mil here, can you just save my soul a little bit? Like, no, it doesn't work out like that. And by the way, what goes up must come down. Alright? So all this Illuminati shit, all these sacrifices, eventually these people will realize that they're not God. And they're not gods. And that all this materialism and all this bullshit, all these blood sacrifices, these unfortunate sacrifices, all that is for the fucking birds once God gets to them. So at the end of the day, fuck Illuminati. Know yourself. Know your God. Love your God. That's it. You're supposed to love. You gotta love them. I love Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't listen to their fucking music anymore. It's sad to say. Alicia Keys, I'm sure she's affiliated with them. She's a fucking homewrecker. I don't listen to homewrecking music in my house. I don't listen to Illuminati music in my fucking house anymore. I get it. Anyway, that was my response to, I'm sorry, you motherfucking mans and them. Roberts, the nigga with the tattoos, who's very attractive, by the way, who makes a lot of sense, who is real. And we need a lot more guys like him talking real shit. And I want to say thank you for all of those videos. It was very informative, and I'm glad I listened to all of them. Or no, not all of them, because there were so many. I listened to at least 10 or 15. Alright, anyway, that's my response. Talk to you guys another time. Bye-bye.